Every season, there is an offense that takes the NFL by surprise. This season, it's been the Miami Dolphins. They've scored the most points per game than any other team. Now, that's misleading because they scored 70 points against the Broncos. Still, defenses and defensive coordinators have nightmares thinking of how they're going to slow them down. The only issue though, the Dolphins haven't been able to beat a team with a winning record. They're 6-3 right now, and all 6 of their wins have come against teams with a losing record. But their losses have come against the Bills, Eagles, and most recently the Chiefs. But the good news is they only have 3 teams left on the schedule who have a winning record. If it stays the same and they don't still beat a winning team, they'll still end up 11-6, which would likely be good enough to make the playoffs. The one leading this team is Tua Tagovailoa. He was drafted 5th overall in the 2020 NFL Draft. Throughout his whole career, the Dolphins have been told they've picked the wrong QB and that they should have taken Justin Herbert instead. He's on a mission to change those stories this season, and so far he's doing a pretty good job of that. The main issues were whether he could throw deep and if he could stay healthy. Well, he's done both of those so far this season, but let's see if he can keep it through the playoffs. Now, Tua has arguably the most dangerous receiver in the league to throw to, Tyreek Hill. It's next to impossible to stop this guy from scoring. He's the fastest receiver in the game, can run any route, and wins contested catches. He can literally do it all, and not many defenses can stop him. There are a lot of times when Tagovailoa throws it and Tyreek Hill hasn't even finished his route, but it gets right where it needs to be. However, not many teams have 2 number 1 receivers on their roster, but the Dolphins definitely do. Across from Tyreek Hill is Jalen Waddle, who has been great from the moment he entered the league. He broke the record for the most receptions in a season for a rookie in 2021. Last year, he and Hill made the best receiving duo in the league, and they are doing the same thing this season. Those two are up there with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. They're a big reason why Tua's having such a great season, and the offense is the hottest one. But you don't end up as the best offense in the league by just passing the ball all the time. Not anymore, at least. You have to run the ball also, and the Dolphins do that better than anyone else. Their 2 running backs are Raheem Mostert and rookie Salvin Ahmed. They're both dangerous backs who can take any run or pass to the house, and that's what they've been doing. What makes the run game work so well is the coaching. Mike McDaniels was coaching under Kyle Shanahan with the 49ers. He took what he learned there and brought it to Miami. When you think about it, it makes sense that the Dolphins run so well because the 49ers have run so well for years, and McDaniels was a big part of that. When you combine that with 4 of the fastest players in the NFL, and you get a savage offense. And his scheme and play calling are perfect for the type of skill players this team has. With how good this offense is, every team still has a weakness. The Dolphins' weakness is their defense. Now, that might change because they have both starting cornerback Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard back from injury, but until we see that the rest of their defense can do their part also, it will still be the weakness of the team. But they have trouble stopping the run and giving up chunks of plays a lot. The defense doesn't even have to do great, it just has to do enough with an offense as good as this one. If the defense does improve, then the Dolphins could be the scariest team in the NFL. Bitch, we some stars, pull up in foreign cars.